Yo, what's up, people? Matty D here in the black. It's your boy Matty D. Anyways, here to help you out with another video. Another request from a subscriber of mine. Shout out to Dina. Anyways, I'm doing this video straight from YouTube. This will be uploaded not just from my phone. The light's kind of shitty, but here we go. Perfect. All right, so I was asked to do a video on, when it comes to your parents or a mother or whomever it is. This applies to anything about how to become less defensive. I can totally relate to this, and we all can. I remember being in my young 20s, early 20s, and sitting down with my dad at the time, one stepmother, and becoming defensive and getting scared and nervous about talking about my finances, what my plans are, what's going on with the money. And this hits home even more when it comes to relationships, who you're dating and love with, because I'll tell you from a guy's point of view, when you have that talk, everyone gets nervous about having talks with their partner that they find is important, that they love and care about. And what happens is this: when it comes to being defensive, it's emanating from a place of fear, sadness, and anger. And anger comes from the fact that, when you become defensive, really think about it. You only get defensive because you feel like you're in danger. You may. And that comes from having, especially if it's a toxic parent, and they ask you questions, or they try and talk with you, and you find yourself getting anxious before you talk to them, or you start feeling nervous as you're speaking to them, and you may find yourself getting angry. I know for me, when I get defensive, it's because I'm angry, and once I really take time to myself, I look at the anger and really look at where it's coming from. Look at to myself, and I find that because I get angry is because I'm angry because I'm afraid of something. I feel sad about something. So then when we then talk about it, this whatever we're talking about, I get defensive, and that's what happens. Hopefully, it all makes sense. What I'm saying here, but basically, it's like your anger. Your defensiveness comes from the fact that you're from sadness or being afraid, or a combination of both. And I guess anger depends on who you are, what you're talking about. But if we're talking about this strictly for your parents or anything else, the way to diffuse this being defensive and to lower it and to not be defensive anymore, it's real simple. It's because when you take time to think about the questions your mother or father asked, Griffin's all being retarded right now. I got distracted. You can't see it here. But it comes down to this. It's because you're feeling afraid about something, sad about something, you're angry about something. The anger is really the surface level shit. It's because you're angry or afraid or sad. I don't know what it is, but you don't really have to know what it is. Just go in and ask yourself, like, how I'm being defensive. Like, what is it? What am I feeling in regards to this? And ask yourself, am I feeling anger, sadness, or fear? Just as I'm doing it right now, just have your eyes closed, just think about it, and get real with yourself, And it may start off like this. You may start, every time we talk about a subject about her asking me questions, it really pisses me off, and I can't take it. Then you go, well, okay, is that anger I'm really feeling? Is it sadness, or is it fear? Could be both, that's fine. And maybe sadness, because you may have been beat down by your mother or father for something, beat down emotionally, and so you feel sad, and so to counteract that or better deal with it, you become defensive, get angry, and you go, that's not fair, and you start getting angry. And so to stop being defensive, it simply comes down to what I've said before: just breathe deeply, feel out the anger, the sadness, the fear you have, and keep going to it until it's gone. And the way you can test yourself is you can think about a situation of talking to your mother or father that cause you to become defensive, or if you really want to test yourself, go head on and start talking to them and see what happens, see what comes up. And the goal for this is so that you don't feel like you have to react where you become defensive. You should just be neutral and be chill. Or if you do feel some defensiveness, at the very least, you feel less defensive. You'll go, I'm not feeling as reactive anymore. You'll be able to respond. So do that, and then as you talk to them, notice what comes up for you again, and keep feeling through all that fear, anger, sadness you have. and you will get to a point where you will no longer feel angry. You won't feel defensive. You'll be able to, they will say stuff to you, and it won't bother you. And the magical thing about this whole process is that as you work through all this stuff, you will change, and they'll change too. You may not be aware of it, but they're still who they are, but they will change in how they interact with you, and you'll notice and go, oh, that's interesting. And it'll still be them, and you'll see that you'll be able to tell that they still can't, that they still have their issues, but for you, you just won't, their energy is gone. It won't be there, and you won't be defensive, and therefore you won't really, the thoughts of that you had for won't preoccupy your mind. You won't be having your own thoughts. You'll just be on some other, think of some other stuff. Best way I can explain that, because once you've done it a bunch of times, you go, oh, whatever. You just don't think about it. You're just on some other shit. So hopefully this helps. Let me know in the comments below if you want clarification on this, or I'll do this again. But love you all. Comment below. Please share. And in the next video, if you want to learn more about how to remove energies, it'll be coming up. And how to, the next video, I'm gonna just keep watching. Next video will be on how to remove core energies. Love ya. Peace. Oh yeah, get in the black. Now peace. Peace.